Bienvenue à tous. It's time now for our international press review here in France 24. Chris Moore's here. Chris, where would you like to start?
Well, you've got a copy of Libération there, Mark, I see. This story all over the French press this morning. La guerre de la France, the decision to send more troops to French Afghanistan. A debate in the French Parliament, but no vote, and that's the subject of controversy. Jean-Marc Ayrault, the Socialist Parliamentary Group, he's quoted there in Libération, and he's really very unhappy about Nicolas Sarkozy's decision to just casually announce this in front of the UK Parliament, which he says is an insult to the French Parliament and an insult to representative democracy in France. Let's not get bogged down, he says to Nicolas Sarkozy, in an endless combat with no real goals. Defending Sarkozy is Bruno Le Maire of the UMP, who says that Sarkozy is simply honouring a political and strategic commitment under a 2001 UN mandate for which France itself pushed.
OK. Staglan Royal also attacking Sarkozy, predictably, I suppose, over the whole issue. What's next?
Poverty in the United States.
Does it exist in the United States?
It does indeed. Okay, according to The Independent, at least, they declare that there's a Great Depression in the United States. A little over the top, perhaps, but that's their headline nonetheless. However, 28 million people, they report in the United States, are now dependent on government food vouchers simply for survival. You can see on the front of The Independent there people queuing up for food at a supermarket. They say this is the highest level of dependence on the programme since it started in the 1960s. And in a time of rising unemployment and high food prices, this is really a sign that economic crisis sparked by the credit crunch is hitting home in the US.
So it's the subprime mortgage crisis is to blame for everything, it seems.
According to The Independent, at least, yeah.
OK, next then.
Next, a paper that we don't often see in the press review. I'm going to try and get my pronunciation right.
OK, go.
Die Neue Vorarlberger Tageszeitung.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Chris, that was a very game effort. Well done.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's an
better than I could do.
an Austrian paper. The headline is 007 looking for Bond girl in Lendl. Lendl, a little village in the Tyrol, and the Bond bandwagon has rolled into town, causing mayhem over the last few days. Local Bond girl has been chosen. The famous Aston Martin has been driving around the streets, and if you happen to be in the Tyrol, you can catch the filming of Quantum of Solace, the new Bond film, for the next 10 days.
So we saw a shot of Daniel Craig, the man who plays James Bond, but no shot of the Bond girl.
No shot of the Bond girl, just there. Well, in that paper, I think there's the local Bond girl, but not the official ones.
OK. Shaken but not stirred. Chris Moore will continue.
Sarko and Carla, a recurring theme. French President Nicolas Sarkozy and his glamorous wife. In the German press, there's the Süddeutsche Zeitung. Je chante donc je suis. I sing, therefore I am. Now, apparently the media-savvy first couple, according to this paper at least, are about to release an album. You can see a few of the pictures there. There's Carla with her guitar. Carla looking very Jane Birkin-esque there.
Nice boots.
The album's called Encore une fois. And the song titles are L'Opportuniste, Je t'aime non plus, a little homage to Serge Gainsbourg there with presumably Carla on backing vocals. And an easy-listening version of La Marseillaise. More Sarko and Carla news in The Guardian. Calling Carla, Brown enlists First Lady to give Britain style. Apparently Gordon Brown so wowed by Carla's glamour on the recent state visit that he's appointed her to a government group to teach the British how to dress, eat, drink and behave properly. OK. And it's at this point where we've got to say these Sarkozy stories are all due to today's date, which is? April the 1st,
April the 1st, so
Guardian article written by Avril de Poisson.
Avril de Poisson?
Yeah.
Poisson d'Avril in French is April Fool, obviously. There you go. Chris, thank you for those, entertaining glimpses of French humour, I suppose. They're good stuff. And anyway, some serious stuff in the papers too. Hope you enjoyed it. This is our international press view watching France 24. Stay with us.